that you listen to your podcast and YouTube and SoundCloud and the
Spotify.
Oh God, I was about to say iPod podcast app on your iPhone.
Yeah.
And Spotify.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We're everywhere.
Yeah, we're slowly and surely getting there.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Don't call me Shirley.
Why do you do the things you do?
I'm starving. That's why I'm incoherent right now.
Good. We should just stop recording and go get lunch. No, it's up to you. That don't matter. It doesn't matter to me.
We'll discuss.
Okay.
Maybe. Probably not. Maybe, but yeah. Sure. I don't know. So anyways, wrestling.
Yeah. Oh, wait, this is a wrestling
I
podcast.
was totally not prepared for you to record when you did, so I was totally sidetracked by watching the Worlds Collide tournament.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I'm going to start recording in 3, 2, 1.
So if this is a little distracting or some dead air on this, it's Worlds Collides in the background, so we'll probably end up just losing train of thought constantly during this podcast. So,
which I didn't even know that they were streaming it all day long, so that was kind of the big surprise of, oh shit, it's going on from like noontime until they show the finals at 8 p.m. or whatever it is.
Oh, so I wonder if the 8 p.m. is the one that's on the network.
Yeah, I think that's...
Oh.
Wow, nice spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of what's going on.
And obviously we've seen the spoilers and stuff like that. So, but
yeah,
it's just like with NXT.
You still like to watch it. Yeah.
I always read the spoilers, but then it's like, ooh, I want to see how they got there and stuff. So
do you want to start out with the big news first? Get the big chunk out of the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently Dean Ambrose is, whether you believe it or not, hint, 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 whether you believe it or not, is apparently leaving the WWE when his contract is up in, the spring? It's like after Mania.
I think it's right after Mania, yeah. I think it said April. I don't know if it was the end of April or beginning or whatever.
Yeah, I know it's sometime around there, April, May-ish.
But I don't know. I heard a rumor of what contract he turned down, and like, he better be getting good money somewhere else, because it was a 7-figure contract.
That's what I heard too. It was like 5 years for like $2.5 million or something like that. Like they said, they offered him money up there with like fucking
top
Roman
stars.
Reigns and that kind of shit. And so,
I mean, either he's really. It depends either way. It's either he's really frustrated with WWE, or it's just like he's kind of over it.
Well, I mean, we'll obviously get into it, but I think there's 3 things with Ambrose. It's either he doesn't want WWE anymore and he wants a different change. I said 3, and now I'm only have 2 now that I think about it.
Well, you can say that first one was two of them.
Yeah, pretty much. He's either basically just sick with WWE and wants to switch it up, or what wouldn't be the most surprising is he's just fucking sick of wrestling at this point, and it's just like, you know what? I don't fucking want to do this anymore.
Because I mean, he's been doing it for a while, and he used to do the fucking death matches, which are the worst thing.
Yeah.
You gotta, I don't know. It's cringy to watch those, because I've watched.
Is that the like fluorescent light tubes kind of shit? Okay.
I can show you a thing on YouTube.
I honestly
and it's
have zero
horrible.
interest in watching those matches.
I think I told you once, like I was watching the documentary at work, and it's on YouTube and stuff, and it's horrible. And like the people that like do it, they're like all totally fine with it too, because it's like, oh, I just gotta pick this glass out. It's like, what the fuck?
No. I see, that's like so beyond just regular like kayfabe wrestling. It's like, I can't watch 2 dudes like with the potential of actually getting seriously injured in a match.
Well,
that's just
like
not fun.
Even with like the David Arquette, because like he did a match. I don't know if it was a death match or whatever, but he like seriously like came close to dying because like a fluorescent tube cut his throat. Like fuck. I'm all for like a good hardcore match, but like I want
a structured hardcore match.
A steel chair to the back.
Exactly.
And then like the very easily broken tables and stuff like that.
Yeah, like the protected chair shots and a nice cradled power bomb through a table.
Yeah.
Not like, I'm going to throw you off this skyscraper and hope you land on this piano safely.
I don't like that stuff.
But yeah, so like you said, he did those, and he was known as the workhorse for the company for a while, whether it was how many matches he had on Raw and live events. And I mean, there was something out there. What was it?
He did like 400, something
he
crazy.
averaged like 430 something matches for like the year or something or whatever. Like, it was fucking stupid.
All the power to him, but I think it was just something like he hates like I heard one thing where he hates the creative, and it's like, it makes
can't
sense.
blame him there.
Yeah.
They've totally botched his fucking heel return, like from day one.
They've not turned him heel multiple times, but his what's the word I'm looking? His ambition to turn heel. They've changed it like so many times
every single week.
Yeah, and it just doesn't make any sense. And I hate that siren at the beginning.
Oh my god, I don't know why they think that's still a good idea. It's so annoying.
And it's that actually seems just more lazy because it's just an air raid siren, and then his regular intro music. It's like,
that's got to be a Vince McMahon thing.
Yeah.
I think that's totally a
we gotta make
Vince
him.
thing.
We gotta make him sound like a bad guy.
You know what? Give me the air raid sirens, AJ.
Then what after that? Just as regular music. Everybody got to know.
Play it.
Dean Ambrose.
Play the music.
Play it, damn it. Oh, I still.
Your damn it was perfect. Play the music, damn it. There's an animal in you, AJ.
I wanted to watch the this I'm just gonna throw this out. This podcast is gonna be all over the place today.
Yes, it is. Sometimes it's the best way to do it.
Yeah. I wanted to watch the 24 episode of the WrestleMainia last
It was good.
year. Oh, you watched
it? Was good. Yeah, I watched it fully. It was decent.
Because I was like ready for bed after the Royal Rumble, and then I saw that one part when Brock throws the title.
Trust me, they go nowhere with that.
Oh, okay, that's what
nothing.
I saw that and I was like, "Ooh, hold on, maybe I want to stay up a little longer."
Asshole.
Yeah,
they played that part at the beginning, and then they play that same exact part at the end, and that's all they do. That's all they touch upon with that.
I know. I like that. He walks by, throws the thing, and then like a 2-3 second delay, and
you get a solid Lesnar, chucks it at McMahon. He gets a solid 2 steps ahead, and Vince just asshole, and that's all you got. And I loved it. Someone pointed it out. I don't remember if it was on a podcast or I saw like someone when I looked up shit, and it was on Twitter. But someone thought it was hilarious that Heyman just kept on walking behind Lesnar without like skipping a beat. Like he didn't stop and say something to McMahon. He just he kept going like a loyal bitch.
Yeah, but at that same time, if he does that, do you think it's kind of staged or something? Like, it's one of those things.
You honestly never know, because it's funny when shit like that goes down. There just so happens to always be like a camera around with that kind of shit. So
but
you don't know.
But then it's also one of those things. They could be filming anything at any time.
Yeah,
so.
that's true. Yeah. Well, you got to think backstage. They probably have a shit ton of cameras rolling 24/7
exactly.
for random bullshit.
Yeah, it could be someone's filming one of those episodes of 365, or it's like.
Yep. I'm curious who the next 365 is going to be. I feel like it's going to be like Seth Rollins. I feel like it's always a big person for that year because they did KO and then they did AJ. I feel like it's got to be someone big. It's probably like a Reigns or a Rollins. Or
it's got to be
Daniel Bryan.
It's got to be. Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So it's either probably going to be, I think, Rollins, because if he wins at WrestleMania, then it's going to be like big thing.
We should talk about that at some point. Not like right now, but we can kind of table it. Well, not so much like fantasy booking it, but like the possibility of Rollins winning that and like a Dean Roman, like if they're going to do anything with that. I don't know.
Oh, it's over.
What?
You fucking lied to me. You said all day.
I read an article and it said all day long.
Huh. Whatever.
Unless maybe that. I'm so confused.
I am too.
I don't know. We'll see if it pops back on. Maybe they just like 155 live stream coming up. Huh. I don't know.
Who knows? Unless there was like an intermission type thing.
I was going to say, it wouldn't shock me if they did it to where they throw ads in the middle of there because they got to get their money. Damn it. What is NXT?
Yeah. And of course, dude. But yeah, we definitely got to talk about more of the possibility of our great WrestleMania weekend.
So anyways,
I got to remember, I'm going to write this down because I will forget if we talk about it, so just continue.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say, to get back to the Ambrose thing. So he turns down a massive contract from WWE. And I'm so curious to where this is leading to. So I guess we'll start off on, there's massive rumors out there that this is just a massive work to fool everyone. And it's some storyline based where they're making it look like Dean is leaving the company so he can come back and fucking whatever.
Yeah.
But why a lot of people are kind of refuting that story is because WWE came out and like put his like legitimate name on everything and said fucking whatever his real name is, so and so is like leaving the company when his contract expires.
Good. I didn't know.
I don't fucking know, whatever. And so like, it's a well-known thing where if WWE goes to that length and they basically release your legit name and not your kayfabe name, it's kind of like, this dude's done.
It's just so weird because they've never done that for anybody else. But I don't know if that's like, it makes it think like, oh, is it a work or is it like them trying to like make his name worse because he's not resigning? But like,
it wouldn't honestly shock me if this was all, and stay with me on this one, if this was a work by the WWE just to prevent him from signing somewhere like immediately. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it gives like AEW pause where they float this rumor out that like, oh yeah, this is all a storyline thing. So now it kind of takes I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
That makes like, it's
a total WWE Vince McMahon thing to
sense.
do.
Yeah. It's just one thing to try to get people not to sign or not for them to sign them. Because it's just like, I have no idea. But at first when people were saying like Dean Ambrose to AEW, I was actually kind of against that because I just...
I could see him there.
I am not a Dean Ambrose fan.
Oh, I'm not either whatsoever. Like, but it was honestly news where it's like when it came out that he was leaving, I really didn't react to it whatsoever. It was just kind of like oh shit, he already said he's not re-upping his contract. But that was like it. It wasn't like oh my God, my Raw viewing experiences is going to be nothing without Dean Ambrose. Now it's like, I honestly could fucking care less.
Yeah, it was just one of those things when I saw the reports after Monday Night Raw, I was like, okay, whatever, it's reports. But then when they got like super serious, I was like, okay.
Kind of.
Whatever then.
Yeah.
And I was also like not shocked, but shocked at the same time. But I don't know. It's just not. And then like, if his wrestling style is really completely different to what he was doing in the WWE, because I never went out of my, because like certain wrestlers you go and find their older stuff like on the indies. I've never done that for Dean Ambrose. Yeah. So now it's just more, I wonder what his wrestling style is outside of the WWE. Because if I see that stupid thing with the ropes and the clothesline,
oh my God.
I hate that. That's so fucking stupid.
Oh, and he's so like slow when he does it. And I don't want to sit here and bash on the guy because it could be totally like he goes to a different promotion that lets him do what he wants to do. And like, you never know. He could be one of the best fucking wrestlers you've ever seen. And I very much do think if he goes to another company and they're creative, done.
Yeah, that was it.
That's so weird.
Because that would have been just the replay of the whole thing.
That's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
I just feel like if he goes to somewhere where they let him kind of control his creative, I very much give him the benefit of the doubt and think that he could run like a very good character himself. Like he could very much be like the lunatic fringe that we actually wanted him to be from the get-go. Not just like, I punch myself in the chin sometimes. And that was like WWE's, he's a lunatic. He's hitting himself. Like, oh, yeah,
but
crazy.
But now he's the moral compass, Gary.
Oh, my God. So dumb. So fucking dumb.
I hate all those nicknames, especially Finn Balor's, what is it?
The ordinary man that can do extraordinary things or something like that. It's like, what?
I hate it.
So they sometimes always come up with just the most unnecessary nicknames.
Almighty Bobby Lashley.
So fucking
stupid.
Why don't you
just call him Bobby Lashley?
No shit.
Finn Balor.
There's someone else that I can't fucking remember right now off the top of my head, but there's someone else.
Irresistible force.
Yeah, for Nia Jax, it's like, she's very irresistible.
Yeah.
So
I hate the nicknames.
Yeah, but I feel like he could do very well somewhere else, but it's gotta be somewhere where he's like allowed to do the shit that he wants to do. And I feel like, quite honestly, it's probably anywhere but WWE.
Yeah, really.
At that point, really.
Because he can really go wherever he wants.
Yeah.
He's probably got money saved up for so much anyway. So it's not like he needs the 7-figure contract.
I either heard or read somewhere that he lives like a very like
frugal
normal life. Like he doesn't like buy all the expensive shit and is riding around in fucking Lamborghinis and shit. Like he, from what it sounds like, is he like would live like you or I.
Yeah.
And on top of it, it's like, he just happens to be a fucking wrestler for WWE.
Yeah.
Like, so apparently he has a shit ton of money. So that's not really a concern of his.
And that's another thing I'm wondering about is AEW going to give out those like probably good sized contracts and stuff? Like, I wonder what the work schedule is like. I don't think it's going to be the 350 days from the WWE and
you
stuff.
You got to think that's probably the most appealing thing with AEW, because it kind of sounds like they're going to be like an NXT-ish.
Yeah.
Like,
they do
we'll
spurts
have,
of shows and then that's it.
And I almost feel...
I wonder... And then the other thing I'm wondering, too, because what the Young Bucks and Cody are doing right now, they're showing up at random, like, indie shows.
Yeah.
So I wonder if at some points AEW are just going to either kind of put on shows with...
You'll have that like Ring of Honor AEW show or something like that. Yeah.
Or even like AEW and Chaotic Wrestling.
Yeah,
like
just
those
something
random
like
stuff.
Evolve in AEW, whatever.
Well, I don't think they're going to play with Evolve. Because I think...
Evolve has a kind of a fucking WWE.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying.
What is Evolve? What's Evolve? What is it? Damn it. God damn it.
Oh, Jesus. No, but that's what I'm thinking too. But then at the same time, like, I don't know, because they can't just do... Because what? Right now, AEW...
You asshole.
They have the Double or Nothing in Las Vegas. I don't think they can just keep on just doing random pay-per-views.
No.
They got to do... Well, it's like there's a TV offer and stuff like that. And like I don't know.
Honestly hope...
I think there's more news coming out. They're doing another like press conference thing for Double or Nothing, and I guess more news is going to be announced.
I just hope they do. I just want it. I think it's so healthy for the wrestling industry as a whole. I just want them to be that like nice alternative to the WWE. I just want them to be like everything the WWE isn't.
Yeah.
Like their wrestlers are always fresh. They have like, they have their weekly shows or whatever they want to do, bi-weekly, whatever.
Different though.
But it's different, and I hope it's not we get a pay-per-view every single month. I just want them to have their like 4 or 5 major shows like NXT and fucking call it good.
Yep, because that's why... Well, I mean, they get time to, like work out the matches and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's why NXT is always, the takeovers are amazing because they're a rarity. It's not every month. Like, what, in a couple weeks, there's an Elimination Chamber? It's like, you just came off one of your biggest shows of the year.
Yeah, and
you got to go, like, make time out on a Sunday again.
We basically get the pay-per-view to see who the transitional champs are going to be going into WrestleMania.
Either transitional champs or, this is going to be the same exact match for WrestleMania.
Oh, okay, we'll get the conclusion of fucking Elias and like Jeff Jarrett or Baron Corbin or whoever. Like, we don't care.
At Elimination Chamber, I bet you there's going to be a Bobby Lashley Finn Balor match, and it will end off in some stupid finish, and then Fastlane.
Yeah, we'll get the blow off at Fastlane or something.
Or it's like one more time at WrestleMania.
Do you think they're gonna have? I don't think they're gonna have Lashley walk in as the IC champ at WrestleMania.
I could see that, and you can have Finn Balor walking out at WrestleMania.
Well, that's true, I guess. I feel like sometimes to them. Well, no, I don't think so. Never mind. I was gonna say I feel like sometimes to them who walks in as the champ is a bigger deal than who walks out, but that's not really usually the case.
That's the thing they try to drive home is you gotta get your WrestleMania moment and stuff like that.
True.
So it's whoever leaves is kind of the bigger deal.
Yeah.
Because who knows? He can pull a fucking Zack Ryder, and then the next night Finn Balor loses his belt the next night. So
well, that wouldn't be the most surprising thing in the world.
No. So
single player. Oh, kill a bunny.
okay.
I was curious what that.
So do you want to transition into? No. Well, I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. Dean Ambrose somewhere else. I'll kind of wait and see.
Yeah, it's too hard to tell with him. I guess the best thing, it sounds weird, but I don't like WWE Dean Ambrose. I'm curious to see what like any other promotion Dean Ambrose is.
Yeah, or John Moxley. I think that's his old name and stuff like that.
Okay, because that's the name I kept hearing floating around. I couldn't tell if that was his old kayfabe name or that was his old his name.
Yeah, that's his old indie name.
Oh,
so,
okay.
And I guess that was the crazy part of him. So
I know.
Yeah, it's all wait and see, and it's not like it's sad to say, but it's like also at the same time I'm just not excited either. So
yeah, that's like the same thing with like Hideo Itami leaving. It's like I don't care.
He's just gonna. I feel like I don't think AEW is gonna go clamoring for him. I think he's just gonna go back to Japan.
I think that would make the most sense in the world for him.
If it's the Noah or just right back to...
And it's unfortunate. It's like you're talking about two guys that the WWE kind of botched so much, and not so much Hideo Itami because his was more injuries than them botching.
He faced a couple injuries.
But it's like you have two guys that they kind of just like... I don't want to say ruined in a way, but it's like two guys that have, to me, like kind of zero momentum leaving the company.
Great potential, but then at the same time, it's just like some people will say like Dean Ambrose is a big buzz name out as a free agent, but then at the same time, it's like some people are just like, okay.
I think Dean Ambrose, more than being like a needle mover, I think he's just going to be like you're curious more than like you are excited.
It would be a good sign for AEW because like that would get some of the fans to be like, "Oh, Dean Ambrose is over there now." Yeah. Because I mean, people loved him in the friggin' WWE. So
I mean, it makes sense. A lot of people have said it. I'm kind of fully on board. I don't want AEW to start being like the breeding ground of former WWE superstars because like it's already happening where everyone, it's like as soon as they're contracted, they're going to AEW, and it's like, okay, so we're just going to make AEW like WWE 2.0.
Yeah,
I don't think that's going to happen, and then like I just don't see it. But at the same time, I think they're going to strategically sign old former WWE stars because it kind of gives them that like the casual fan will go, oh, well, I know who fucking Rusev is, so it's like, and now he's in this AEW thing.
Yeah. And now I'm kind of lost. Yeah, because that's one way AEW can just get some different eyes on this thing. Yeah. But they're not going to do the same exact thing as Raw or SmackDown or just WWE in general because it's like that's the same thing like TNA tried to do at one point.
Yeah,
it's essentially just let's copy and paste Raw with what we got, and it's just like you're going to fail like 9 times out of 10 if you do that. But you got to make it different and stuff like that. So, and it seems like they are with like the press conference saying that they were gonna like wins and losses matter and stuff like that. So, when it's probably gonna be more based around wrestling instead of based around storyline and stuff. Storyline will just be added flavor.
Well, I think I wouldn't be surprised if they took a huge Otis from SmackDown and see how good SmackDown is, and it's like you think of SmackDown, it's all wrestling in like barely any creative.
It's just the basic storylines.
It's like the wrestling drives the storyline on SmackDown, whereas Raw, they try to just over fucking creative that until it's dead.
They full blown try to make it like a soap opera with soap opera storylines. In SmackDown, it's like with Andrade and Rey Mysterio, it's just Andrade says he's the future and he's facing Rey, who's a veteran, and it's like, oh, okay. Oh, and then they're putting on amazing
and then
matches.
We get amazing shit out of that.
And Samoa Joe, the magician he is on the mic.
He has like just 6 feuds going on at once because he's just the dude where he's like, I don't fucking like you. I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
And that's why he's like,
that's my title.
Basically almost literally feuding with everyone right now. So
And the other thing, Daniel Bryan, he's just basically preaching what he believes. And
Did you like that hemp title?
Yeah,
I kind of did like it too.
I like the turquoise like in it. And stuff. I was like,
I'm still
damn.
confused as to why Rowan's the henchman, but I guess we just needed to find something to do for him.
I think it was like Adam Pacitti. He tweeted out, he was like, Daniel Bryan, don't trust him. And it was a picture of like Rowan, like just a random picture, and he was like holding a fish head, and you could see his hands all bloody and stuff like that. I was like, oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that is. Where do you think
Harper?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I just
really thought Bray Wyatt was going to come back.
I just repackaged him in my WWE universe, so I put Bray Wyatt back to being his Hawaiian fedora.
Nice,
Bray Wyatt. Anyways,
that's good. That's good.
But yeah,
I miss Bray Wyatt. I was almost going to watch the 2017 Elimination Chamber when he won the title.
Oh yeah.
That's very.
I was pumped for him to come back in the Rumble, and
yeah,
nothing.
Exactly.
I don't know what they're doing with him.
Thank God we got Nia Jax on at 30. I guess she legitimately like hurt R-Truth.
Seriously?
Yeah, and I guess R-Truth was like yelling and stuff like that. He was like pissed about it. Like he knew he was going to get taken out by Nia Jax, but I have to. If you want to keep on talking and stuff, I'll.
Do you want me to pull
it
it up on this?
Well, no, I got it. Oh, what the Royal Rumble?
No. Whatever. Oh, do you have something saved?
Well, I can find it.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say if it's like a YouTube thing, I can just pull it up on the TV. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I guess I didn't catch anything when she fucking attacked him from behind.
Yeah, I heard it was something like.
I'm curious if it was her initial like blow. Are you wearing a Seth Rollins shirt?
Yeah,
Nice.
Monday Night Rollins.
Nice.
Oh, here we go. I got it. Hold on.
I'm curious now. I didn't know anything like that came of it.
Yeah, Nia Jax legitimately hurt R-Truth during the Rumble attack.
I will say, I am like kind of 50-50 on that portion of the Rumble. Because like when she like... Because I think I was hyped up that it was going to be some decent return. Because we all knew that R-Truth was not going to be the legitimate 30th entry. I think we all knew that.
Yeah.
But I will say I was kind of bummed out that it was Nia Jax, but when we got the legitimate intergender shit in the ring and like fucking Orton RKO'd her and all this shit, like,
yeah,
okay, it was actually pretty fucking cool. Like, it was fun to watch.
Well, the crowd fucking popped like crazy.
Yeah, they did.
But yeah, I guess she hurt his face and ankle.
Well, I guess he wasn't too banged up because didn't he have like a fucking title match the next? Yeah, he did. He had the weird whatever the fuck's going on with the United States Championship that he had on fucking SmackDown. Are you watching it?
Yeah, it's like unseen video of it, so I want to see if you can actually...
If he's like fucking throwing a temper tantrum. Wouldn't be the first time that she's fucking hurt someone.
I think it was like when she came out from behind or whatever. I think it kind of caught him off guard and like
that's what I was saying.
It's
I wonder
like
if it's
those
initial,
one of those things, but
yep.
I think she did that and then shoved him, and that kind of like he looked like he kind of ate it when he was going down to the floor. So that's probably why he was pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess it was like Jerry Lawler was on like some other podcast and said it was like, and this got real heat. She blasted poor R-Truth and knocked him face first into the wall. He was hot, for real hot. They were having to hold him back there. She made it look good. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. I was just kind of, when that happened, it wasn't like, oh, this is different. I was just like, what?
Yeah,
I think I legit said just, what the fuck?
I was confused at first. I was kind of like, okay, this is different. And then she started walking to the ring, and I'm like, okay, I wonder where this is going. And then, like, she eliminated a couple people, and I'm like...
She eliminated Mustafa
and
Ali
I was like,
and someone
okay.
else. Mustafa Ali did pretty damn well.
Yeah, he did.
And he's in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
I love
That's
it.
awesome.
I love SmackDown.
I like that they're pushing him to the moon, but not making it very obvious.
Yeah, it's not straight into your face.
Yeah,
it's like
it's not a Roman Reigns.
Right.
Like, we're gonna push this guy.
It's like this guy debuted, title
Championship.
shot. It was just like he was in a tag team match. He put on a good match. He keeps on putting on good matches, good feuds already, and it's just like all of a sudden, it's just like, hey, all right, you're in.
I like it. And that is for the title, right?
For the title.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was a number one contender thing, but I forgot it was for the title.
That is for the title. And then what?
Yeah, because Triple H popped up on the screen and, hey, Daniel.
Yeah, you can tell it was pre-taped.
Boy.
Yeah, you could tell it was taped because it was just kind of off a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, and then what? At Elimination Chamber, you get the women's tag team titles. Those look amazing too.
They do.
I like those. I like on Twitter. Everybody was talking about how like there was the qualifying matches. Oh my god, Tamina and Nia Jax are in it. There was like qualifying matches and stuff like that, and then people were critiquing on SmackDown how Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville
just declared.
And then like people were like, "Oh, why did those other people fight? They should have just declared."
No, just say, "Hey, we're doing this."
Yeah, but I mean, SmackDown doesn't really have that many because it's just going to be them two, and then probably the Iconics.
Yeah, but if you think about it, SmackDown kind of has so much going on with the rest of their shit. Is like they kind of don't have time to do these qualifying matches. Just like, hey, we're part of this now.
And they have a women's division. They don't have a Ronda Rousey and one other person.
God.
Oh, she got booed out of the building on Monday Night Raw.
But you know what? It's getting to the point with her where I feel like I'm walking on eggshells with this, but it's like. I honestly think like the character of Ronda Rousey or whatever, like honestly, I think totally fucking deserves it. Like I don't know. I'm totally like lost all steam with her. I get it. Like, yeah, she's gotten good in the ring, but it's like
she is good in the ring.
They've totally made her the like John Cena, Brock Lesnar. You can't beat her. She kicks out of everything. She fucking hulks up and finishes you off. Like. Yeah, it's very noticeable, and people spot that in a second.
Well, that like I really enjoyed like her match against Sasha. That was a great match.
Yep.
The one thing I really hate what she does, and I don't know why, it's just a little irk, is when she like gets people up for finishers, or right before she does the armbar, she always does into the camera, or is like, "This is over." It's like, you think you're that strong?
Yeah.
And she's always got to do trash talking right there.
She did. Was it on the Royal Rumble or was that Raw? It must have been at the Rumble because she had a match on Raw, right?
Yeah, she faced Bayley.
She had a like open challenge thing.
Oh yeah, that was a.
But she did maybe it was at the Royal Rumble. She did that thing where she played into the camera and she's like, "Oh, you don't think I can wrestle? I'll show you what wrestling is." It's like, shut up.
Even
like,
after,
we don't care.
Even after that grueling match and whatnot, it was right about when she was going to hit that finisher she has and stuff. She like looked into the camera and said, "It's over." And it's like, dude, you were close to tapping. You shouldn't be like trash talking right now.
Yeah, I just
kind of sell it and just kind of boom, finisher.
I honestly wish they would just like. This is that time where WWE needs to realize the fans are turning on her. They need to turn her just like mega heel. Like, I'm glad you guys fucking.
I think this is the one time where it's like, you stay the path right now because if and when Becky wins at WrestleMania, the place will explode.
That's true. So just like. You almost actively, like they usually do, like a Reigns thing. They just like you actively ignore the fan base that they fucking hate Rousey and just keep going with this. Like, no, she's a babyface. Yeah. You like her. You like her. Yeah,
she's just trying to win for you guys. Stick with this path with Ronda Rousey because if she wants the time off, like she deserves it and stuff.
Yeah.
When Becky wins at WrestleMania, like it will be like the perfect thing. It will just be everyone will explode.
Yep.
Be happy.
Yep.
Please do not on the Raw after have her come out and be like, "You were the better person, you won," and blah blah blah.
And I hate that shit. It's like
I would almost say just let her disappear for a while, and then once the
let her do the other thing where she wants to leave and take some time off. Fine, go take time off. Get the fuck out of our face.
Once that 4 horsewoman builds up again, you can bring her back for that, and that would be like the perfect time to bring her back and stuff. I'm getting so sick and tired after every match now, Ronda has to go up and shake hands with everybody and be like, "Oh, that was so great. You're so good." Like, it's just her like character. It's starting to become like insufferable, and she's so bad on the mic. She's like good at times, but I think
it's when they give her too much.
That or when she gets like flustered or whatever. Yeah. But like, I want Ronda Rousey, UFC Ronda Rousey right now. Well, or after when she gets back or whatever. But I don't know. It's just the baby face, like her smiling and like it's just
so annoying.
the baddest woman on the planet, and you can't really be the baddest woman on the planet if you're smiling.
And it's just I've gotten to that point with her. It's like I really, really wanted to like her, but it's just like the way they're doing shit and how she comes off. It's just like I can't fucking stand her right now. It's just like she drives me nuts watching her. But it's like in a good way, because like I like her as like the person, but it's like starting to become her character that I'm fucking growing wicked tired of, and that's the good thing.
Yeah.
So,
because it's weird because you can kind of tell for that segment on Raw, they sent out Bailey to save her and stuff like that.
Oh fuck yeah.
Because you could tell, and then I guess like even during the match, you could tell like Ronda was kind of off the game. Do you have something in your shirt?
I have my posture corrector.
Oh, okay.
Because my fucking shoulders and shit lately are killing me.
I was like, you wearing
I know you can hear
sports
Velcro
bra or
and
something?
all that shit, yeah.
No, but like,
have you ever you probably don't have to like wear one of these because your posture is probably fine, but
after the chiropractor,
awesome.
After
this must be what it's like to take off a bra for a woman. I totally get it
now. No. During that match with Bailey and Ronda, you could tell Ronda was just kind of like either off, because there was times like certain parts of the match, there was times like Bailey had to be like she was like gesturing to come over here and she didn't.
Yeah.
And like you could see just Bailey like shrug her shoulders and was like, I gotta go to her. Like what the fuck's going on?
I thought I heard someone talking about that, and it was blatantly, which I almost want to go back and watch it to try to like pick it out.
Yeah.
But apparently it was like blatantly obvious. Like Bailey's like, come on now, like we gotta do this spot. So it's basically like, apparently you just gotta be a John Cena now when you wrestle Ronda and just call out the spot so everyone can hear it
so loudly. God. Too.
Shinsuke, do it now!
Get up! Get up!
That fucking last year's Royal Rumble was so hilarious. Where he's screaming and he's like, everybody stand still. We have to wait for the next entry. And it's like, John, we can hear you on the TV.
There's microphones right around the ring. Like everyone can hear you.
Oh, God. I honestly kind of wanted him to be number 30 at the Rumble. I thought that would have been a pretty cool moment.
I wonder if he's really... I don't think he's really injured. I think he was filming something or whatever.
Oh, that makes sense.
And I saw something else too, and it was just like, if that's not like the most blatant thing of false advertisement, because you had advertisement for John Cena in the Royal Rumble, and then Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar for the championship.
Yeah, and none of that
happened. And I was like, oh, that's kind of funny.
Yep.
But do you want to...
Well, that's why the card's always subject to change, Corey.
Yeah. I don't know what number that is. Oh, it's probably the fucking survey. How was your service with Subaru?
Oh,
yeah, so do you want to talk about the... WrestleMania thing with Seth Rollins?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, actually, we could just talk about more of WrestleMania in our weekend again. So, the one thing I wanted to bring up was...
I don't know why you're pointing at me like that, but sure.
Because people were talking about how, like, I think it was, like, near the end of the Royal Rumble, people were getting burned out and stuff like that.
Well, so you could definitely... That AJ Daniel Bryan match, you could tell the crowd was fucking burnt.
I swear to God, AJ Styles always gets that spot.
He does. They always put him after some sort of massive match where it's just like the crowd's fucking dead.
Yeah, and then they're like, okay, good luck.
They put that after the Women's Rumble and the whole Becky thing and all that, and after that was Daniel AJ.
How are you supposed to... I think people were saying, like, that would have been the perfect spot for Shane and the Bar.
Yes. I think I actually told Megan that when we were watching that, and she probably wouldn't even fucking remember.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my God, they're going to put them on after, like, that crowd's going to be fucking flat after that Women's Royal Rumble. And they were.
Yeah. But, yeah, like, so people were burned out. The one thing that I'm kind of, like, I don't know if it was when I was driving here or before. I think it was, like, sometime yesterday. Like, maybe with NXT moving to that Friday, that might save us from getting burnt out.
Yeah, actually, you know what? It probably totally will, because you'll have that day in between where you can kind of...
Even if we just go to, like, a random small indie show, it's not going to be the same as, like...
Because if you think about it, for people who have actually been there on those weekends and us, like, looking forward to it, you would have to think about it as... you would be at TakeOver the night before, probably get out of there at, let's call it, 11 midnight
Yeah, usually.
And then have to be back for like 2 p.m. the next day for like a fucking 6 hour, WrestleMania, probably an 8 hour fucking show. Like, that's a lot.
Because, I mean, you do 8 hours of work, everybody's fucking, like, everyone's done after like 5 hours or 6 hours.
It hits on a regular day, it hits 2 p.m. and I get a little sleepy.
Yeah. So imagine trying to do that at WrestleMania. So maybe that's the saving grace, but then also come SmackDown, it's probably going to be like, oh, this is cool.
Honestly, part of me wouldn't be shocked if it's just like halfway through SmackDown and it's just like, okay, I'm ready to fucking go now. Like, we can clearly see what's going on.
Yeah, we can go sleep and then fucking drive out the next day.
Yeah. Fucking listen to some sort of podcast to get a recap of it or some shit like that. I think I know my tone level now for my voice. I don't need the headphones.
Yeah, but that's what I'm just hoping. Like,
my ears are too big.
Yeah, they are.
Go fuck yourself.
No, but that's what I'm kind of hoping with like TakeOver switching to Friday. It's gonna kind of save us from getting burnt out of wrestling. Yeah. But I think it's gonna get to one of those points like after the fact that we're gonna be there the whole weekend. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if I like took a break from wrestling just to like get away from it for a little, unless there's interesting stuff going on and stuff. But
like not being so overloaded with wrestling shit all weekend long and like reading up on articles and shit, just be like, okay, I'm gonna take a break from wrestling for like the next like 4 hours and forget it even exists.
Yeah, and that probably would be best case scenario. So
no shit. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. But no, so obviously it's pretty fucking plain as day unless, God forbid, someone gets injured or something. But they're totally doing Seth and Brock for the Universal title.
They announced it.
I mean, I know, but I'm just saying. So they're totally doing that. But I'm just...
Rumor has it.
I'm curious to see if they have some sort of like send-off Mania moment where like Dean comes out and, celebrates or something with Seth, because everyone knows, of course they know now, and we'll have a lot more like clarity on his situation come Mania. So I wonder if they're going to do some sort of send off with him and then have like, surprise Roman comes out too. And they have like the final Shield moment that you'll ever see before like Dean takes off and Roman comes back as possibly, hopefully something different.
Yeah.
And Seth is just the champ.
I wonder. Yeah.
Do you think they're going to repackage Roman when he comes back?
No, they're not going to. No, they're not going to repackage him at all.
Of course they wouldn't.
No, because the thing is though, he'll come back. He'll get a pop.
Oh, he will. He definitely will.
Oh, big pop. But for probably few months, he's probably going to end up doing the same stuff, and people are going to be like, you know what, that's fine. He's back. I like it. And then suddenly,
you hate to say it, but he's going to get his diagnosis like treatment for a couple months of like, oh, you're good, you're back, we like you, and then it's going to go back to what you're saying.
The second he gets like pushed right into a title picture or something, it's just going to be like,
yep, back to this again.
I remember this guy. This isn't the same one before.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it sounds like Reigns isn't that dude that like approaches the company and is like, hey, people fucking aren't digging this. Like, we need to do something different. It kind of sounds like he's just the dude where it's like, okay, this is going on.
Yeah,
like, I guess we'll just keep rolling with it.
This is what I want to do and stuff like that.
So I don't fucking know. I'm just curious if we're going to see that last like Shield send off kind of moment, or if it's like, unless we're building this Ambrose thing as he fucking leaves and like comes back to surprise attack of Reigns and we get Ambrose Reigns at fucking Mania. I have no clue where they're. Yeah. I don't know.
The other thing, like, if this wasn't all announced and stuff, but like, you could tell if this was a complete work with Ambrose leaving. Mm-hmm. If he was in some sort of title picture and he was like saying he was leaving and stuff, because then that's the same thing like CM Punk and all them done, stuff like that. But it's Ambrose doesn't have the following Punk did and stuff like that.
Not even close. I'm just concerned that Ambrose is going to turn into your Dolph Ziggler, where it's like every other day it's like, oh yeah, Ziggler's fed up and is going to be leaving the company, and then he gets pushed into some story and it's a story for 2 weeks and then he threatens to leave again, and I fucking could care less about that, which is like totally killed all momentum for me for fucking Dolph Ziggler. Like, even when he came out in the Rumble as one of the entrants, I was like, why do we get Dolph Ziggler?
I think that was the same thought I had, because when his music started, I was like, what the hell? Like, that was the one time I was like, man, I really wish he stayed on the hiatus.
And I tried my hardest, but I ended up doing it. I read not so much of like a spoiler article, but I read like possible surprise entrance. And one of the things in the article said like, oh, like Dolph Ziggler confirmed like he's not even going to be at the Rumble. Like he has a comedy event that night. And I didn't have the wherewithal in my head to be like, oh, that's probably a bunch of bullshit. And he's saying that because he is going to be in the Rumble. I literally read it as like, oh, perfect. No fucking Dolph Ziggler. And so when his music hit, I was like, ugh, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
And that's another one, like, too, like, he's a great wrestler and stuff, but it's just like he's too much at times.
It's just he honestly is like definition of same old.
Yeah. And it's
like same matches, same character, same shtick all the time.
And it's like when his music hit too, it wasn't like everybody was like, all right, yeah. It was just like, I feel like if you watch it back, you can just hear everybody.
Yeah, it's kind of just like it's Dolph.
Like you couldn't put like Bray Wyatt in this spot again.
Seriously.
We'll bring up Bray Wyatt or even Matt Hardy. He's looking good.
Seriously?
Yeah, he lost some weight too. And
no shit.
Yeah.
I heard Kevin Owens is fucking losing some weight too.
Yep. And I haven't seen or
this
heard
honestly
anything.
like it's so weird, but like this is when I love when it sounds bad. I love when the guys get injured because like everybody nowadays, it's like the new thing where it's like, oh, I'm out for 8 months. I guess I'll just go get fucking jacked and come back.
Half the time you see it is like back in the old days, like Attitude Era or whatever. If they got injured, you could just tell they're just like, this is my time to relax.
Yeah, I'm going to fucking drink some beers and fucking, that's what they used to do all the time.
No, key.
Like fat Triple H.
Yeah. Key fucking example is Ciampa. Like the second he got injured, and then he comes back as the fucking most.
He literally came back as like a superhero.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. And like that was the same thing. When Gargano disappeared, he came back jacked. It's just, I just like it.
Was it like an Instagram post or something?
Yeah,
I have no idea how to look.
He had his version 1 stuff on.
Oh God!
But yeah, he looked like he trimmed up a little bit, and even on Twitter, he said he like trimmed up and stuff like that. So
I'd be curious. I'm assuming there's nothing out of fucking Kevin Owens, but I'd be curious to see what he looks like when he came back.
Well, like you were saying, he fought Adam Cole. For one person, and what was the rating again?
He got 51.25 stars for the one spectator. That was one of the most hilarious tweets I read.
That would be awesome if like Kevin Owens came back, but he came back to NXT.
Oh my God, dude! I'm telling you,
that would be fucking awesome. And I bet you, I guarantee
he does look all jacked and shit.
Yeah, I guarantee you when like they were saying like, oh yeah, hey Kevin, you want to come back and like kind of work in the ring work? We can put you in the ring with someone. And he was like, oh, anybody in NXT? And Owens was probably like, Adam Cole.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's probably the best way because he's probably extremely familiar with Adam Cole and stuff like that. So
I really hope when fucking Hardy comes back, they continue the woke and shit, and he totally comes back as like 110% like broken, woken, whatever. I want Hardy because I'm still reading his shit, and I'm like, I do miss this.
Well, he tweeted out a picture of he personally owns the rights to Broken now. In the Broken universe.
So that finally happened.
Yeah, they I think it was him and Rebby put out a thing of like it was like legal paperwork that they own the Broken universe.
Good.
So like they could still do a crap ton with that. So
that's awesome. All I fucking want.
Did you ever watch the Halloween special? The Matt Hardy Broken Halloween or
I don't think so. No.
It's pretty good. It's pretty funny. All the characters that are in there and stuff, and like Papa Shango came back, The Godfather and stuff. It was awesome. God. Hurricane Helms is in there. Hurricane Helms and Jeff Jarrett are now producers for WWE. They came back for like Hurricane Helms came back for backstage. Jeff Jarrett came back for backstage and, facing Elias on Raw.
Okay, Kevin Owens. So I gotta read these tweets like live. So, like obviously he had the one where I just wrestled Adam Cole for the first time, whatever, 51.25 stars. Someone replies to him and says, a quarter? Why not like a half a star for the 51.25? And he goes, the finish was a hip toss.
Oh man, I miss Kevin Owens so much.
So this tweet after, he says, I appreciate people getting excited after my tweet earlier today, but I'm beginning to put some furniture together in my house just now. I'm not coming back to WWE until I'm done with that, and I suck at it. So I'll see you all in a few months, maybe more.
Well, that was, I think he tweeted out like the day of the WrestleMania, or right when the WrestleMania started, and he goes like, hey, I'm working on this table. I'm going to be busy for a while.
Oh my God. I fucking love Kevin Owens so goddamn much.
Talk about a huge pop when he gets back.
Oh, dude.
'Cause nobody hates Kevin Owens. Everybody just like appreciates the character and also just loves how great of a fucking wrestler he is.
He's so good on Twitter.
He is.
He has his cat drinking from his mug, and he's just like, boundaries? No.
Yeah. Oh my. There was another tweet of like him and his cat or something like that. He's so good.
There's another reason I love Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
He's a fucking cat, dude.
Yeah. Well, no, that's a brand new cat. They just got him.
God, I love it. I feel like he is like, what year was it? Was it 2008? When Triple H made his like big return from his bicep or whatever, 06, 05, 04. I don't remember when it was.
Way back then.
Yeah.
Well, his leg tear or whatever, he came back at like Madison Square Garden to like the loudest pop or whatever.
Like
that was a while.
It could be on that level, maybe a little bit below, but I'm like, it's gonna be a massive.
It's gonna
pop
be a
for
big
Owens.
one, as long as they keep it a fucking surprise. Like,
And
I
you know
hate
them
it.
sometimes
No.
they don't. It's like, oh, Kevin Owens returns next week.
Yeah,
It's like, who fucking
kills it.
Like it does.
No,
it kills
gets-
all momentum.
Get someone a beat down or just like come back from a break and then suddenly Kevin Owens music hits.
Or
and
if you
then
want
it's
to do
like,
it the
fuck
cheap
yeah.
way, where it's like open challenge for the IC title, then like his music fucking hits.
The night after Raw.
I'm telling
or
you,
the
man.
night after. There we go. See, there's me booking the dream stuff.
I would fucking
Finn Balor. IC
you'd have to
champion.
like probably hold my shoulders down if
Yeah.
Owens' music hit for a return when we're there, because I'm gonna fucking lose it. I will go total fanboy.
Yeah.
I don't care that I'm 26 years old.
That would-
I'll lose it.
That would be fucking amazing. He's like, I'm gonna be a fighting champion. I open challenge, and it's like, it's like, whoa.
I'll fucking
that
lose
would
it.
be
I will
fucking
shit myself.
awesome.
It'll be moment number 4 in my life that I shart myself probably.
What are 1 through 3?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you later.
That's a later podcast.
That's a later podcast. That's once we got a video, because
Yeah.
that those stories need a visual
Yes.
demonstration of me
Yes.
telling it.
Sooner or later, we'll get the videos going and stuff.
Yeah.
That should be good times. I was kind of doing research on how to do the random, like syncing the audio and video and stuff. So
that's all on you, man.
yeah, yeah.
You know, I
well
have
aware.
no part in that.
Well aware.
I have no part in that. So, anyways, I can see you're fading.
Yeah.
How long are we into this fucking episode?
52 minutes. And
I
stuff.
feel like we got some things accomplished.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. We can. We possibly get lunch, and if anything else comes up, we can do a second one too. So it's just something to release later in the week. I kind of like doing that sometimes. We just kind of do 2, and then
And just kind of pop one out later on.
yeah,
I don't mind. We can fucking call it quits on this one.
yeah. Let's call
If you want.
call
Okay.
it quits. I don't. There's nothing else we could bring up. Yeah, the Ambrose stuff. Got my dream WrestleMania weekend going.
Yeah. I think.
Or we can kind of bring this longer. What do you think the fucking NXT card's gonna look like for
I
WrestleMania
don't know,
weekend?
man. I can't.
I have no idea.
They're at such, I don't want to call it a log jam because it sounds negative, but I'll say it anyways. They're at such like a log jam of talent. It's like, I don't know where they're going to put people
'Cause
for what.
You could be. We're not going to say any spoilers, but like you could suddenly just put Matt Riddle into the NXT Championship. He can be in the North American Championship, but then you can
I'm
also
honestly at the point with them where it's like fatal 4-way matches for the North American and NXT Championship make total sense
Yeah.
to me at this fucking point.
because like North American Championship, you can get like Johnny Gargano, Velveteen Dream, Ricochet and Keith Lee or something.
Yeah.
Or you could like switch
Fucking
like
Matt Riddle.
You could
And
switch
for like the main
and-
championship, it's like you could have fucking Aleister Black, Ciampa, Adam Cole, and fucking, I don't know, somebody else tossed in there.
Matt Riddle again,
Yeah.
or even Ono into the North American title or something like. There's like I don't know. There's so much fucking
And
talent.
then I don't
and-
even know where they're gonna go for the women's thing. I feel like they
or the tag
might-
team.
Yeah, I feel like they might, from reading the spoilers, I feel like they might be slowly building to an Io Shirai and Shayna Baszler at I say Mania, but you know what I mean.
I want to see her in a full-blown match. That
Because
would be fucking awesome.
They had a 6-woman? I think it was a 6-woman tag match.
Yeah.
And they had Shirai pin Baszler in the 6-woman tag match.
I like how I just said I wasn't going to say any spoilers.
I don't fucking care. Yeah. I'll say them all day long because they're out there.
That would be pretty good. Mm-hmm. That'd be kind of cool because I also want Kairi Sane and Io Shirai in the women's tag team division.
I feel like that'd be kind of fucking cool.
Awesome.
If they all of a sudden had they don't fill out a one team and it's like, well, one mystery team,
and I think that would be awesome.
And they pop up.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of fucking cool
because they would put on great. I don't know. It's weird too because like they're doing it in an elimination chamber, and I don't. That's weird. I got to go back and watch like a tag team elimination chamber because like
has there ever been one?
Yeah, I think there was one way back when,
really?
But it was like too much and stuff. Because like, so it's a tag team. So is it technically a tornado tag? Because I feel like that's just you're essentially.
Well, it's got to be a tornado tag, so it's just got to be mayhem.
You just essentially just put in like a Royal Rumble or
inside of inside of
it's
a
like a caged Royal Rumble. It's like okay, I don't understand what's going on. Like there's too much going on. But I don't know.
Okay, that totally makes sense, though, to have a tornado. That would be such an anticlimactic.
Like,
you get out and like you have to immediately like, hey, come on, tag me in.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, I guess I can see them slowly building to that. The tag team, they didn't really, reading the spoilers, didn't really allude to what that's going to be yet. Basically sounds like all the tag teams just had a fucking brawl.
Yeah.
It wouldn't, what I honestly would love for the tag team thing, I understand having some singles matches and maybe like one or two of like the feud matches with no title. I would love to see like a fatal 4-way for the tag titles, like ladder match, fatal 4-way.
Well, they know how to freaking book those because like the triple threat between AOP, the Revival.
Oh my God, one of the best
Revival
matches
and
ever.
DIY.
Yep.
And like, they had the Sanity, AOP, and DIY too. Was there one like that? There was one with Sanity. Or Undisputed Era.
I think that's what it was, yeah. But, like, if you're telling me, like, especially since ladder matches obviously are more of a spot fest than wrestling.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I'm not trying to talk shit about anybody, but, like, with a ladder match, you can kind of hide the wrestling.
Yeah, you can hide certain people.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying, like, if you told me there was like fatal 4-way ladder match with like War Raiders, Undisputed Era, like Street Profits and Oni and Birch or something like that,
I like
that sounds fucking fun to me.
I like them a lot.
Yeah,
that or they
good match.
You know who's a good tag team that's like kind of flying underneath the radar is the Fabian Eichner and
Marcel Barthel.
Yeah,
yes. Did you see
the European Union?
TM61 isn't a thing anymore.
Well, one of them left.
Like straight up
left?
Yeah,
he asked for his release and got granted from NXT.
That must have been Nick Miller because I saw Shane Thorne as like a solo act now.
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know he asked for his release.
He went back to like Australia and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah.
For a wrestling promotion, just straight up like I'm done wrestling. I want to go back home.
Just went back home. I don't know if he's like gonna come back at a later point or whatever. But
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was a while back ago.
Well, tells you how much I stay up on NXT. Because I read that and I was like, Shane Thorne's a solo act now?
Well, they were... TM61 was hot back when.
And then
like,
they just killed it.
Like at one point, I think they were going to win the Dusty Classic against AOP, and then they just kind of let AOP win it. And I was like,
you know who had the biggest NXT save of all time, like career-wise?
Yeah.
Was Roderick Strong going to Undisputed Era.
Yeah.
Because, oh my God, he was about to go into like...
no man's land.
He was about to go to like where Cassius Ohno was like 2 months ago.
Gatekeeper
of just
almost,
like, almost like, who are you? Like, oh yeah, you're here. You're in NXT. I forgot.
You're a good wrestler.
Yeah.
And then, like, that's about it. But yeah, him joining the Undisputed Era.
And he was
best
slowly...
thing for his career.
Yeah. And he was slowly turning into like a Ty Dillinger. Like, he might just go up to main roster and fucking disappear.
Yeah.
And now that he's at least part of them, it's like, oh, thank God that happened.
Yeah, that is.
Now I fucking love him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so good.
Well, like, I liked him too, because, like, remember the Cedric Alexander Roderick Strong match?
How could I forget?
Yeah. But, yeah, like, I always liked him just because he was a good wrestler. But, yeah, it was one of those things. His character was just weird.
Dude, and yeah, he just... They tried to have him be this weird, like, more leaning towards face-ish tweenery kind of thing, and now he's just like the greasy slime ball heel with Undisputed Era. It's like the perfect fucking fitting for his character.
And I guess
he's
that
so good at it.
I guess that was what he was like on the indies anyway. He always played heel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like, hey, if that's what he did his whole career, just fucking stick with it. Who
I
cares?
always love it where it's like you can tell like the WWE made guys almost in a way are almost better at being like the baby faces in a sense, and like the indie guys are like the best heels you've ever seen before.
Of all people, I bet you he could pull it off. But like,
Kevin Owens?
No, like, yeah, Kevin Owens is babyface.
Heel.
I was gonna say Adam Cole
you're talking
is
babyface.
Yeah.
Adam Cole could pull off babyface.
Yeah, he could pull off babyface, but he just seems so much more natural being a heel.
Well, like you even talk about Gargano. It's like I've loved his heel stuff recently more than when he was your typical like underdog babyface. Yeah.
Gargano, he's another one. He could do both.
Oh, he could definitely do both.
I wonder what a babyface Kevin Owens would look like because
they've tried it a couple times and it's not as fun as heel Kevin Owens. It's just not as fun.
He's so fucking funny.
Which did you see once again? Elias is back to being a heel.
Yeah,
just out of nowhere.
It's these fucking heel. Same thing with Rusev.
I don't know.
Rusev's back to heel.
Well, you got distracted. And I was trying to talk about that. What the fuck are they doing with the U.S. title?
I don't know.
What is going on? That is like the one downfall of SmackDown right now. Is like
R-Truth's champion?
Yeah.
And at first I was like, oh, this is a botch. And it's like, oh, wait, no, it's not. What the fuck's going on?
It's like, it's so blatantly obvious that they have zero idea what to do with Shinsuke. It's so obvious.
Rusev, and I don't know how the hell R-Truth just gets thrown into this. I do not understand.
I feel like the R-Truth's in it because they gave him the like attaboy for all the mixed match challenge dance break kind of shit.
Essentially,
I feel like that was one of those
over
like,
on his own for a little bit.
It was like, okay, we gave you the ball and you kind of ran with it. So here's like your reward is a little spot in a U.S. title scene kind of thing.
But then you also get eliminated. You can't even get into the Royal Rumble. But you got to give it to R-Truth though. He's like fucking 50.
Dude,
50
and I will
years
say
old.
like.
He's one of the most
guys,
athletic.
I don't turn away from him when he's on the TV. Like some of his promos and shit, I'm like, okay.
He's pretty funny though.
He is funny, and that's his shit. Like he's still very entertaining.
You'll see Carmella and be like, Maurice, what are you doing over here?
Or like when he was talking about the Rumble, and he's at the pre-show for the Rumble, and he's like, I just can't wait for our Elimination Chamber match tonight. And everyone's like, you're in the Rumble, and he's like, what?
Wow, that's on me.
Oh, I love that shit. Anywho, so yeah. Well, we just got a solid extra 10, 15 minutes out of that.
Yeah, we did.
Sure. That
All right.
works. Okay, so yeah. CNG Pro Wrestling Podcast, he's Corey, I'm G, I'm Garrett. We're on fucking all the stuff where you can find your other podcast and YouTube and Spotify and Stitcher and iCloud. No, that's not a thing, is it? No. Well, it's a thing.
iCloud is a thing.
It's a thing, but we're not on it. So, yeah, wherever you find your podcasts and just like, subscribe, interact, rate,